One of the hardest things to do as an entrepreneur or content creator is maintain relationships. Long demanding hours have you being pulled left, right, and sideways, and ultimately has you looking at those that you consider loved ones to be left in like the rear view mirror. And there's been countless examples.
Chat, you would think being a content creator and being in a relationship actually makes things easier. I would argue it doesn't. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Especially if you're a streamer. Cause, bro, I can't stream from I could, obviously. But the people that I stream to, they get out from school at like 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern, or they get out of work at 5 p.m. Eastern. So majority of my audience is going to stream at night. If you have a regular girlfriend or a regular wife or whatever that has a regular job, they're also getting off at that time. So when you're starting your stream up, they're just getting home from work. You know what I'm saying? So all of these things. And then on the weekends are never really off, bro. You know, weekends are never really off. Vacations are never really vacations, bro. You know, I don't know if y'all were watching Let's Keep It a Buck when I went down to the Philippines. Or went to the Philippines. It was down. Went down to the Philippines in last August, bro. Like, being off of work that long felt so, not even weird, it felt so wrong to me, to the point where there was literally a point where I joined the podcast just to like feel a little normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Weird.
Of content creators getting girlfriends and it's skewing their opinions and their work ethic and all that stuff. I mean, Jinxie and Bricky Hill or whatever her name is. It's like
Bricky Hill is crazy.
Perfect example. We've seen how it's affected Neon. We've seen how it's affected plenty of content creators over the past couple years. And I think top-ranked League of Legends streamer Dante and his girlfriend are another perfect example of something that we should examine. What's going on, everybody? Look, let's get into the meat and potatoes of content creation, entrepreneurship, and relationships. So Dante,
I think if you're trying to be the best content creator that you can be, and in your mid-20s, bro, like, I'm talking about the best content creator you can be, I don't think you should be in a relationship. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. I personally have like found that compromise of, am I being held back by being in a relationship a little? Yes, but it's also like, it's fine. Like, I'm willing to live with that, because my life shouldn't be just about my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is more to life than just your job. But if you are one of those people that are trying to go really like 100 into content creation, trying to optimize every single bit, trying to optimize when you stream, trying to optimize when you upload, going out to events, networking. Hell, even from a content perspective, bro, y'all know about the e-dating meta. Y'all know about the dating meta. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you going to get that shit off if you're in an actual relationship? Especially if you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't want to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you're on that wave, bro, I think being in a serious committed relationship is not the move. But
Dante and Laura are some huge League of Legends streamers, big in the League of Legends community, and they do it as a couple, and it's honestly cute and amazing. Yeah, if you want to call that cute and amazing. It's actually kind of cool to find somebody who has common interests like you, especially one like League of Legends, which a lot of people would say is a very nerdy concept. They came together and started creating content, and that's honestly really beautiful. In that first one, you can see Dante's literally in the background helping her record her portion of the TikTok, but they talk about the dark side of it too.
People want a relationship like ours, but they don't know.
But while that may seem like a joke, every joke...
that she gets ignored for 12 hours every single day just so I can lose all my games. 12 hours is crazy, but I mean, that's not too crazy. That's not too crazy though. I ain't gonna lie.
But while that may seem like a joke, every joke has a little bit of truth in it. So when Dante took to Twitter to talk about why he and Laura were breaking up, it only made people raise a lot of conversations and questions. Now the reason for the breakup is
Damn. Damn. Is he gonna read it? I'll read it if he does.
Detailed in a long Twitter post from Dante. But to give the cliff notes, he picks his content creating
Shout out to Damon for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate you.
over her, and that's something he told her from the beginning he would do. He said she did everything right. She cooked, she cleaned, she supported him whenever and whatever he needed, and she was making all the sacrifices for a relationship. Now, he did make sure to wish her the best in all her endeavors, but honestly, I'm always curious about the other side because we usually only get one side of this, but because they're content creators, we're lucky enough to get two sides of the story.
I would say no, I would not get back together with him, but I'm really emotional, so if he comes back.
Oh nah, bro. That's why I'm happy I'm not dating a content creator, bro. Oh nah, cause if me and my girl broke up and she by her obligation has to go on stream and explain that shit, bro. That just gives me the ick. That just gives me the ick, bro. I'm good.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still at a point where I'm too deeply in love with him and then I do the same mistake over again, but it's okay.
Now, it's honestly tough because they were so intertwined, but I'm here to tell you that this is very commonplace in a lot of these industries.
Man, she ugly. She's makeup, damn.
Or entrepreneurial type
Or just don't
endeavors,
like
especially
milk.
when you have two people who are equally yoked and both on a journey of success and trying to break new records and all this stuff like that. Think about it this way. He works 12 hours a day. She works 12 hours a day. It's even hard for them to find time to eat, let alone time for them to be in a relationship. And especially when she decides, I'm going to start putting things to the side, putting things to the back burner in order to help you further your career because maybe you have more potential than me, or maybe you've been doing this for longer, or whatever the case may be. It's going to make somebody feel jaded. I'm always cooking. I'm always cleaning. I'm always doing these things. Now, it would be fine if it was a very mutual thing in the beginning. To be honest with you, if she wasn't doing any sort of
Yeah, I think if you are gonna be in a serious relationship while being a content creator, not only do you have to find you really have to find a work-life balance. And I'm talking about not letting that schedule come to you. You are going to have to set boundaries as to when you're working and when you're not. Right? So for me, chat, the reason why I don't stream on the weekends is I am trying to get that semblance of a normal 9-to-5 schedule with my girl. So that on the weekends, as much as possible, I don't give a fuck if there's a playoff game. I don't give a fuck if whatever, bro. I am going to be spending Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, a majority of that with her. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I also stream at night now is because on top of, you know, where my audience is, when my audience is available, I want to deliberately make time so that when she gets off of work, I am also not working so that I can spend time with her. I think that's not the only way, but it's a major component of being in a relationship while being a full-time content creator is making the time. And I think that's just a relationship in general, bro. You gotta make time. I think when you really care about someone, not even just some relationship shit. It doesn't have to be the hoes. It doesn't have to be a girl. It could be a friend. When you really care about someone, you make time. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep on making these excuses. You don't push it off and push it off and push it off. I promise you, throughout your whole week, you are not busy enough to not make an hour free of your time for the whole week. You know what I'm saying? So if he wants to, he will. Period.
content creation ever, I think it wouldn't have ended like this because really you know what you're signing up for. Basically assistant work. But I think things got muddied in the water when she decided to keep changing for him and conforming to him as the relationship progressed. I know he stated in the beginning what he would and wouldn't do, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. It never really hits home until it hits home. And speaking of hitting home, because they were so intertwined, she had to move out of her place of living.
For the people that know my old setup, I'm in my childhood home. I'm currently living back home. I feel really overwhelmed with what happens on my phone. I can't go on my phone actually, but yeah, me and my partner Dantes broke up. Not we broke up, he broke up with me. First timers for me.
Now I will say to her, the writing was kind of on the wall from the early stages. One, he already decided that he was going to pick his career over you at any given time. You should have kind of seen how this would go if he continued to grow and if things became bigger. There would be truly no time for family, no time for all these other things. It's just really nasty. And two, apparently in the early parts of their relationship, other women were DMing her, messaging her, getting in contact with her, talking about how he was sexting them while they were in their talking stage.
Ooh. jeez, man. Another case, just like with the Dr. Disrespect shit. I don't know why y'all keep treating these DMs like they're actually private, bro. I don't know why y'all keep... Sexton should tell me she's 18. Whoa. What is going on over here? What the fuck? Hey, man, I don't know why y'all keep on treating these Discord DMs like they're private, man.
And I mean, these were multiple girls that were texting saying that he was sexting her, which isn't the worst thing because they weren't exclusive, I'm assuming, but sexting this many women, and also he's saying that he doesn't have time for you and will not choose you over the career that he is trying to build, just kind of lets you know what type of person he was. I wouldn't have dove this deep into a relationship with him if this was going to be the situation. And really, this just speaks to what celebrity or entertainer streamer relationships are like. Nothing is private anymore. Everything is for the public perception and public eye, and especially
never DM, use a WhatsApp and a VPN. What? Jeremy, what the fuck do you know? What the... What?
because these people are reachable easily through their Discords, through their Twitter DMs, their Instagram DMs, or whatever the case may be. It's never really a private type thing. Hell, even when Duke and Callie got into a relationship, it almost seemed like a power couple, but because there was so many speculations and stuff like that, it quickly went from sweet to sour. Your Rage is a perfect example talking about how chaotic couples can be or relationships can be when you are of this status or stature.
What is this? I don't know what the fuck is funny. Do you know what terrorism was caused on my fucking phone, my nigga? No, why are you? What is funny? Tell me what's funny. 5.2 million! Who cares? Like, what? Why don't niggas care?
Them Twitter views matter now, man. I can't lie. Elon kind of cooked with the views, man. Gotta give it to him.
So much. Like, what? I see some comments about why she had your necklace on her neck. Why she wearing your chain? A multitude of reasons could be as to why she had my chain on. It could be because her necklace broke and I didn't want her neck to feel naked, so I let her ball the little shit. And that's my fault because that leads to motherfuckers speculating shit, so that's my fault. So from now on, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas everything.
Now I'm gonna have to disagree with Ray.
I swear, bro, these are only problems for influencers. And I think we got to separate the two. An influencer is a content creator, but being a content creator doesn't necessarily mean you're an influencer. You know what I'm saying? I think when you're trying to be a live streamer, a majority of the time, like, you become a public figure, and it's more so like you're a celebrity. But like, Chris Move don't gotta worry about this. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Move doesn't have to worry about this. Whatchamacallit, like Gazergert or whatever. Like, the video essay dudes don't really have to worry about this. The voiceover dudes don't have to worry about this, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
On that one. And what he's experiencing is what a lot of people are experiencing right now. Parasocial relationships are way too much when it comes to these entertainers and celebrities. Angel Reese talked about it on her Twitter recently that she likes to wear jersey dresses, or she would like the little jersey fits of the NBA players or the NFL players, but because people are so rude and nasty and insensitive, they would speculate that she was dating or smashing this guy one day after another.
Cody Cole don't gotta worry about this. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
They're different jersey after different jersey. I think the thing with the parasocial relationships, specifically in the content creator sphere or the entertainer sphere on the internet, is different because the parasocial relationship that they create and cultivate is much more attached than other streams or sources of entertainment. LeBron James rarely talks on the internet. So if you see him or you don't see him and you speculate about something that he has going on with his wife Savannah or maybe somebody else, it kind of stops there. But because Your Rage and other people are on the internet constantly and consistently have to feed into this chat or feed into his...
I think the difference too with regular celebrities and content creators specifically is, like, LeBron got 5 mil on Twitter or whatever it is, or on Instagram, not because he's a Twitter user, not because he's an Instagram influencer. Like, he just got 5 mil because he's LeBron James, he's the best player in the NBA. Nike is pushing all these ads. To the point where him posting maybe, I don't know, 5 times a year, a couple stories here and there. Now that got you 5 mil. The difference between that and like a Duke Dennis or a Rage is it is their career to be vulnerable on the internet. It is their career to develop parasocial relationships. It is their career to develop these internet relationships and to let everyone know about what they're doing, because that's the career that they chose. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference. Because, like, even this stream right here, bro, technically she doesn't owe it to her fans. Same way Dr. Disrespect just said, all right, fuck it, bro. Like, hey, we're just going to play Elden Ring this stream. Technically, she didn't have to do this weird-ass stream. Not weird, but y'all get what I'm saying. But because your career is, again, being vulnerable on the internet, it will be such a big elephant in the room on your stream to just ignore. It will be such a big elephant in your stream to just ignore. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough. That's tough right there, man.
Community or whatever the case may be, because that's kind of the foundation of what they are and what they stand on. It makes it hard to ignore these things. I personally don't believe in feeding into it though. And I kind of stand with Kai in these sentiments of just, hey, I'm not gonna be an artist because of the way that y'all act.
Bro, it makes no sense. I'm just telling you, I'm not blackmailing me for a photo, for money. And you took a picture of me without my consent, naked.
This was a crazy stream, chat. This was crazy.
Revenge porn.
I ain't posted.
That's revenge porn. But you're threatening it.
I watched the clip. I didn't
You're
watch
threatening
it.
to though.
One more time. The thousands of
Yeah,
people I
but
can send it to before
I know, but you'll get in trouble for that. You've admitted.
nothing I have on this phone.
Yeah, but bro, it makes no sense. I'm just telling you, I'm not blackmailing me.
And it just gets nasty when you're in the public eye like that, especially when you've cultivated a kind of audience that doesn't understand what joking and playing is and taking it too far or whatever. I think that there are differences because on the positive side, good relationships can exist. I think one, it matters the audience that you cultivate, and two, the person that you get into a relationship with. We see examples like I Am Dante, LSK, Cash Nasty. They've all been married. They've all been in committed relationships, and it does not create all this commotion about them being seen with this person, that person, or the third person. It doesn't really matter, and that's partly because of the people that they choose and the type of community and audience that they cultivate. Look, I'm personally somebody who is on the internet in an active relationship, but there's a couple things that I don't do. People don't have access to my girlfriend's social media. I don't necessarily post her like that. She's only occasionally in these videos sometimes when she feels like it, and that's partly because of
when your content gets reliant on your girl, that's when it gets shaky, bro. That's when it gets shaky. Which is what, like, it's interesting to me because we've had these conversations before of, like, if you're a content creator, would you rather date another content creator who knows what you're doing, who, you know, gets your lifestyle, is going to support it, and if not, you can both uplift each other in that department? And I've always said no, bro. I've always said no to that question, and it's shit like this as to why I've said no to that question, bro. There gets a point in this content life where you are going to value your privacy more than anything, especially when you're a public figure, and everything is just out there. You know what I'm saying? You are going to value those little things, you know? So I'm happy the fact that the most access y'all really got to her is, I don't know, when I post on Instagram and it's just a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can only do so much with a picture. I think, you know, when the Celtics won in Game 5, she showed up to the room to have Buzz on stream and have his little Celtics jersey on, and she was cheering, but that's the most y'all will see with her. And, you know, I'm grateful, too, that she genuinely does not want to be on camera. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've kind of pushed her to starting her own content shit separate from mine. Like, I wasn't gonna promote it or whatever. But yeah, she just does not want to be on camera. As much as I like, she doesn't even like pictures that much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for that, man. I'm grateful for that.
What she does, and also because of the way that we came into this relationship and just some of the stuff and the boundaries that we've set in place as to what's going on, because we don't want to have to deal with this. I also don't think that I've created a community or an audience between my platforms that calls for any sort of nastiness or whatever the case may be. So I think I think
a couple that actually makes it work though is Kaide and Tens. I am interested in, like, the dynamics of why that works specifically, because Devin, maybe it is just the community that you cultivate. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Like, when I think the difference between Kaide and Tens and, like, this couple right here is that they've made their content around them being a couple. You know what I'm saying? So when they break up, you gotta address that shit as part of your fucking business. You know? But when you're dating a non-streamer, a non-content creator, or when you're dating another content creator, but the content ain't about y'all, like, I think you can get away with, you know, not having these toxic conversations. But But even then, like, I don't know.
Be just fine. But oftentimes, especially when two content creators get together and people don't have this understanding of what is and isn't okay in a relationship, things can get totally out of hand. That's why you see Jinxie crashing out about his OF girlfriend putting somebody's picture with the titties and all this other stuff like that. Or when you have such a public relationship where y'all are making couples content on a day-to-day basis like Dante and Laura did, it just spells for disaster. I think she was far too in it, and I don't think that there was any clear boundaries that were set. And now you feel some sort of obligation to give the whole world the reasoning as to why you broke up. You don't have to do all that. Nobody's owed any of that. But let me know what you guys think. How can people who are on the internet go about having relationships in a safe and healthy way? Is it about the audience that they cultivate? Is it about the way that they go about creating content with that person? Or should they just leave it as kind of two separate entities giving glimpses into their lives about the certain things that they're going through?
Yeah, as much as possible, man. Keep that separation. That's my view on it, bro. Keep that separation from the internet and your IRL life as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Now, I feel like I personally got to a point where that's becoming harder and harder because of how much I am on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Just in terms of like, with the amount of conversations I have with the Let's Keep It a Buck guys, I can't say they're not real IRL friends. I've also met these motherfuckers online. So once that happened, the crossover between internet and IRL already happened. You know? But yeah, keep that shit private, bro. If they don't need to know, if you can just make a style of content where, you know, your family ain't involved, bro, you don't need to know that.